because them two were
What is it with those two in carriages?
hanky-pankying it in the carriage.
I feel like we just have to put out. No woman wants to hear that.
Well, yeah, okay.
Okay, he was an honourable mention for me, the straight one. I literally sat there and I was looking at you and I'm thinking,
And it was...
I'm thinking neighbours are going to be calling the police. They're going to come knocking at our door asking what's going on. And I'm going to have to explain to them that we're actually just watching Bridgerton, right? Nothing untoward has happened. We're actually just watching a TV show. This season feels different.
Why are we already choosing sides?
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel.
Happy Thursday.
Today we're going to dive into Bridgerton's new season. We did do a Bridgerton episode pretty recently. No, the episode that we did about Bridgerton, we did it like pretty recently, but it was more focused on like period romance than Bridgerton itself. And with the new season that came out, we figured we actually need to dedicate some time to Bridgerton specifically. So no sanity check scenario today. We're just going to be discussing Bridgerton.
Jumping right in.
Yeah, and then we will have a game later.
Of Would You Rather?
Would You Rather? Bridgerton Edition, specifically about Bridgerton. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, as normal people do, when Bridgerton's new season, well, the first half of the new season, season 4, released, we binged it that same night.
Yeah, we did.
Pretty normal, right? Nothing weird.
Normal in this household.
No. It was very different for me to watch it with someone else for the first time, because the other 3 seasons I watched by myself when it came out. And so it was just me reacting and shouting at the screen and carrying on.
And that was me.
This one! Okay? Right. Before we carry on, we just have to say disclaimer, like spoiler alert. There will be spoilers in here because we're just going to talk about the first half of the season. If you haven't watched it,
go watch it now.
Go watch it and maybe just come back to this later.
Yeah. Or if you like spoilers,
no
stay.
one likes spoilers.
Some people
anyway,
do.
Yeah. But if you don't want to know what happens in the first half and you haven't watched it yet, you probably should not watch this episode because there will be spoilers in this episode. Also, neither one of us has read the books. So
True.
our only opinions come from the series.
Yeah.
So there may be things that other people know are going to happen in the second half or in future seasons that we don't know about. So any theories we have are based off us literally just watching the series. One of the scenes was okay. Let's just start at the beginning. Let's start at the beginning. Okay. Firstly, this season doesn't feel as intense as the other seasons, in my opinion.
Compared to season 2, no way.
This is the thing, right? Okay, so season 2, Anthony and Kate kind of set the standard for intensity level, like the passion, everything that was there.
Yeah.
But also, up till now, the kind of expectation we have around Bridgerton is it's very intense. It's very like
passionate.
It's very passionate. It's longing. It's hunger. It's like that's literally what we've come to expect now because that's what everything has been about. I don't know if this season meets that because to me this season is not as focused on the couple as the side stories. Like it's got a lot of side stories.
It does. That's
and
the
side
thing.
characters. And I feel like some of the side characters are kind of stealing spotlight.
Yeah.
A little bit.
100%.
Just a little bit. And so I think this season feels different mainly because of that. Because the pacing is different. I kind of feel like everything got thrown in really quickly. Like there wasn't as much build up.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I understand the way that they're doing it, and with the storyline that they've got, I understand why they are doing it that way. I just feel like that's very different to the previous seasons. Like intensity-wise, pacing.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And focus on the actual couple in the story. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, there was definitely intensification shift. That is even a word.
It's a word now.
It is word now. Intensification. I feel season 2 would, as you said, definitely
set the standard.
Set the standards. So anything compared to that Like you always compare it to that actually. So yeah, I
they
feel
kind of fucked it for everybody else.
yeah, as with high expectations now, you
Mhm.
just gotta like push it even more.
Yeah.
So I feel like there were a lot of I feel there were intensive moments, like
Mhm.
intense moments and a little bit of passionate moments. But with the two main characters, it feels like it's still building up. And I
Mm.
mean, come on, we're halfway through the show, through the season.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe they'll leave the best. I think that this is what I think this is what they're thinking. They're doing that. They're gonna leave all of the heart attack reactions for part 2 of season 4.
I hope so. Because we have high expectations of Bridgerton now. Okay, they've done such a good job with everything up till
Yeah.
now. We have these really high expectations.
Yeah.
Because so this is one thing that I mentioned to you that I was worried about, and I mentioned this before the new season actually released, was how Benedict is going to carry the intensity compared to the other characters,
Yeah.
the other siblings.
Brothers, yeah.
It could be intentional. I don't know, but the other characters, their personalities are more intense,
Yeah.
and it's almost like they feel differently, right?
Yeah.
Benedict has always been like this funny, light-hearted,
Like free spirit.
free spirit kind of thing. However, Benedict is an artist. Artists do feel things very deeply, generally feel things very deeply.
Mm.
And I was a little bit worried because he hasn't really played a major role in any of the previous seasons. And even last season, when he did have a bit of like a bigger role in it,
Bit more exposure, yeah.
I don't feel like he brought the intensity as much for what the situation was. I kind of feel like for what the situation was, there should have been more intensity.
Definitely in this one, because if it was meant to be his season, his storyline, then you need to bring it. Obviously, in the past seasons, you would see them sort of in the background, yeah, having their own lives,
Yeah.
and they shouldn't shine as much as the main characters. And the
Yeah.
main, for example, season 3 was Colin, season 2 was Anthony,
Yeah.
and season 1 was Daphne. But I feel yeah, that in this season he should have like season 2 with Anthony, he was like boom boom boom.
You could see it. This is the thing, that you could see everything in his face.
Mm.
Like you could see the thought process, you could see the emotion, you could see the intensity. It was like that with the other characters as well in previous seasons. Like you could always see that intensity, and that intensity was like bubbling just beneath the surface. You could always see that. And I kind of feel like with this one, with season 4 so far, haven't really seen that.
Yeah.
Which,
And I think the attention has definitely been focused on the main characters of past seasons.
More
whereas
focused,
this
yes.
one, more focused, like your
Yes.
attention was focused on the main characters. However, with this one, at least my attention slides a little bit to the right.
Little bit. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about this scene, right? That got me wondering how I'm going to explain to police when they come knocking on our door what's actually happening in this household. Because we obviously got to the point, was it like episode 3, I think? I don't think it was it wasn't the last episode, was it? I think it was.
No, it wasn't. Definitely, it
episode
wasn't
3.
the last episode.
It
was
episode
like
3.
either 2 or 3.
No, I think it was 3.
Yeah, 3.
2 is still kind of leading up to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Violet and her buddy. Okay. So obviously there's been this whole build up since last season with these two. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like intensifying. This is the other thing. When side characters or supporting characters
are getting more attention,
surpass like your connection to those characters surpasses the main characters, I kind of feel like there's a problem.
Yeah.
And when Violet and her buddy's whole situation kind of intensified, right? I remember both of us were sat there They are about to kiss, right? But they've been about to kiss for like 3 episodes.
Literally the whole since last season.
Literally.
Wanting them to
It's
kiss.
all been this will they, won't they thing the whole time.
It's like
Literally.
with heads.
And we were literally sat there and it looked like they were going to kiss and we were like, yes, yes. Both of us are leaning forward. We're like, go, go, go. And they finally kissed, right? And I was like, woo! And you go, ah!
I let out a
Oh, I
scream. This was about 10 or 11 o'clock. About 10:30, like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 to 10:30. And the scream, the howl I let out of my mouth was...
I literally sat there and I was looking at you and I'm thinking...
And it was...
I'm thinking neighbours are going to be calling the police. They're going to come knocking at our door asking what's going on. And I'm going to have to explain to them that we're actually just watching Bridgerton, right? Nothing untoward has happened. We're actually just watching a TV show.
And it was just the kiss. This was literally them two on the couch, just one, and then because it was so frustrating. Every time they would sit on the couch together, someone like Lady Bridgerton's Violet's maid or someone else would come. But then she would help them too. It was like, yes, two for two.
She understands a woman's needs.
She does. So every time they would get interrupted, it was like,
that's insane.
And they can really be seen like together, very like.
Which to me, I don't understand though, because I don't know all that much obviously about the period, but from my understanding, once a woman was married and her husband had passed away and she was widowed, then from my understanding, people didn't judge them as much if they wanted to run around with Tom, Dick and Harry or whatever it was.
Tom, Dick and Harry.
So I don't understand why it was such a big deal. But then again, she's very worried about her family as well, because she did mention her kids a few times.
Yeah.
I think she's worried about how they're going to feel about it because they've got their own things going on. Her focus is on them. So I think she was a bit worried about that as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. The woman's got 8 kids to look after and all
she
of
pushed
them.
8 kids out of her hoo-ha. Like, really? Dude.
What a queen. Iconic queen. But yeah, every time they would get interrupted and then it was literally just the scene of the kiss. So the way I screamed... and it felt like someone was being murdered. It
sounded like someone was being murdered, okay?
But
I was very worried about who's going to come knocking at our door. And especially if they were going to interrupt one of our episodes and we had to pause, because then it was going to get ugly. So, So I was very worried about that. It was a nice relief, though, for that to finally, for all of this tension and build up to finally come to a point. Now let's talk about...
That girl does deserve love.
She does. She's been through horrors.
Yeah.
She does deserve a little bit of passion in her life. Her garden needs watering.
Yes.
Her flowers are dying, right? She needs some watering.
Yes, her garden is blooming once again.
Yes, very much so. Now, off the back of that, let's talk about how that intensity... compared to the intensity of episode 4, the last episode of the first half, right? When the 2 main characters finally
start to...
Okay, but this is a trend, right? This is the trend. There's all this build-up. Episode 4, something always happens, something small. It's like a turning point, because you'll always have that turning point in a story. So then it has that turning point, but then the drama comes. And then by the end of the season, obviously, we know for a fact they're going to get together. Let's just get some show. Women do not watch romance movies because we want to see what happens. We know what's going to happen, okay? Yeah. We watch romance stuff to enjoy the journey that it takes to get to that point.
Yeah.
That's what it is, okay? We know for a fact it's predictable. We know for a fact they're going to end up together. This is not it's not a mystery. We know this.
It's predictable.
It is. However, it's about how they get there. That makes up the difference. So far, that's kind of been the trend with Bridgerton, with like the last episode of the first half.
Yeah.
The season. I have never wanted to climb through a screen and bitch slap a character so hard in my life. I was literally sat there like...
Yeah.
Because there's this whole moment... And you're like, yes, finally, it's happening.
Like the lead
This is what we've been
up was
waiting
so
for.
good.
100%. And then he goes, Sophie, be my mistress. Right. I feel like we just have to put it out there. No woman wants to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. No woman wants to hear, be my mistress. No one wants to be hidden. Really?
Yeah.
I
mean, okay, I'm going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Unpopular opinion, controversial, a bit controversial. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he wouldn't have said that if the idea was not planted in his head.
At the club, yes.
I was thinking that.
Yes.
I was like, okay, I'm not justifying him.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But then he was literally sat there having a drink, and then his brother or his friend came in. Oh yeah, she's his mistress and this and that, and that literally brainwashed him, got into his head, and that's why he thought that was nice because he saw them in love, or they saw them together, and he was like, oh, I can be this with Sophie.
Yeah, because technically, with the stations that they have, they can't be together.
Yeah.
So that's what the whole premise of this season is the fact that they can't be together.
Yeah.
Like it's such a thing. It's like with dating above or below your station, or like marrying, sorry, not dating. Marrying above or below your station, or whatever it is. There's certain limits that you can push and ones that you can't push. So I get why this is a thing. But the best part of all was when she was like, bitch, bye.
Yeah.
And she left. He looked so confused. And it's like,
bless him, he didn't know any better.
Oblivious. As fuck.
Like, why? My friend's mistress said yes, and they look so happy. Why can't we be happy? But yeah, dude, just the way he said it was like, no, you really effed it up.
Get a
You
clue.
really screwed it. Like, that's not the way. You need to look for some other friends that would teach you the right ways on how to treat women, and not to ask them to be your mistress. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah, the thing is that no one told him to do that, because many of them had said that they would never do that.
Yeah.
But they did mention that it is common. And I think that's kind of where he was like, okay, cool. Maybe this could work. Because technically at the moment he wants something he can't actually have.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And so he's trying to find a way around that.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
I mean, he really likes her. He wants to be with her, but he even said to her, "You consume me."
Apparently not enough.
Yeah, not enough to. Yeah.
You consume me enough to have you as a mistress, but then I'm going to find another woman who consumes me also because she'll have to be my wife.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
It's just a bit sad because I mean the way that it led up to like them two meeting at the masquerade ball, like they're perfect for it. And the way, obviously, when they went into the cottage, my cottage, I've got a little cottage round the corner,
mansion.
Dude,
I want a cottage.
So cut to the scene where she sees the little, a little building. So is that your cottage? No, that's my stable.
That's the stable.
That's the stable.
That's the horse's cottage.
And then coming up, and then there's the actual name is my cottage. But then the week that they spent there was just like, so they literally seemed like a married couple, and it was so cute.
Yeah, I think the reason as well why they were obviously more comfortable is because there were no prying eyes of the ton. So there were no rules and pressures of society at that cottage.
Yeah.
It was their reprise, whatever, like their sanctuary where they could just go and just be themselves, just be two humans who are attracted to each other.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was about, because all the pressure's off. Because that's what fucks things most days, is the pressure of things and like the expectations and all
what
that
other
kind of
people
stuff.
think.
Unfortunately, that was a very big thing back there, because someone's opinion of you could ruin your family. So I understand that. I don't know.
Yeah, he just wanted to find a way round it, as you said, to be with her. And the way that he found was not the best one.
No. But okay, everyone makes mistakes. He's still redeemable. We've got one half of a season to go. Yeah. We're going to see.
And then he was like, oh yeah, I'll get you a job. Don't worry. And then he got the job. Got
at my house. So I can look at you all day. Literally.
I mean, it was really sweet as well that he got his friend to work at the same house.
You mean her friend?
Her friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Not his friend, her friend, Hazel.
Yeah.
He got Hazel the job
Yes.
at Bridgerton House, which was really nice.
But it's because they've all been raised to be like stand-up people.
Yeah.
So generally, obviously, the way that they're raised, and they weren't raised like the, what is the house that Sophie worked for before?
Oh, the Tidwells?
I don't know. The characters are unimportant to me. I don't remember their names.
Yeah.
So it's like
something well.
what? Anyway, the woman who was married to her father, that family, they need some professional help. Okay.
Yeah.
They seriously need some professional help. They are just mean AF. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh, going back to when she was little, she was like, "Oh, she can be my new mom." That broke me. Broke me.
Yeah. But the whole thing is, I think that it's because this whole season is kind of focused around the Cinderella narrative.
Yeah, didn't I say Cinderella looks very Cinderella? Yeah.
You did. Yeah. Oh, talking about what you did say, you actually have a theory about a certain character with Francesca.
Oh, yeah.
So this is very interesting.
So this was actually a theory passed on by Loz, actually.
Oh, actually?
She told me that. She was the one that told me that. Thank you, Loz. Because apparently that's in the book. That's part of the book.
Don't be telling us what's in the book, damn it. I don't want to.
That's not in the book. That's not in the book.
Never mind.
Anyway,
I withdraw my thanks. Okay, I withdraw my thanks.
I don't know if it's.
So you didn't actually come up with this on your own. This is just something that's taken out of a book.
I was so impressed.
I was so impressed. I was like, this actually makes sense. Right. The truth has come out. Okay, but anyway, that aside, carry on with the theory, which is not yours, but makes a lot of sense.
She told me the day before.
Okay.
Literally, or even on the day. She was like, oh, this happened, whatever. Anyway, so Francesca apparently, when they were back in Scotland.
Okay, no, don't tell me if we haven't seen it in the story. Don't tell me, because
she might be gay.
They'll have
there it is.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say there might be flashbacks. I want to experience these flashbacks for myself in real time when it actually comes out in the season.
Yeah, she might be gay.
Yes, which would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, after she's been trying to find the pinnacle.
What is the pinnacle and how do I get it?
Oh,
okay,
everywhere she was asking, it was so funny, and
everyone's uncomfortable with it.
I mean, I love Violet to bits, but you never ask your mother. You never talk to your mother about
You never ask your mum these things.
Nah.
Okay? You don't.
No.
It's a different kind of relationship.
Like, she's even trying to figure it out herself.
Exactly.
She wants to feel that again.
Mm-hmm.
So she's having her own little things going on. Like, don't bother your mother with the sex talk. Don't give your mother the sex.
But not just that, it's like talking to siblings about their sex lives. You don't do that. Okay, no one wants to hear that. Like, I think you don't talk about stuff with your mom. You talk about that stuff with your friends, because there's a different relationship with your friends. And that's why I was like, go to Pen. Pen will tell you what's up.
And she did.
Yes. And that's when she was like, oh, okay. Not that it really helped much, but anyway.
And how did that start? After the carriage, when they all met for ice cream? Because them two were
What is it with those two in carriages?
Hanky-pankying it in the carriage. Hanky-pankying it in the carriage. Literally seconds before they got out.
Oh my gosh.
And they were so happy and blushing and And Francesca looked at them and she was like, I want that. And this is why the curiosity, her head started spiraling, and that's why she was like, I want that.
She's like, why don't I have this?
Yeah.
I just have to say, I haven't heard hanky panky in a hot minute, okay? I haven't.
It just came out of my head.
It's so cool. Well,
they were getting it on. But
yeah,
sounds
pretty
better,
much.
hanky-panky,
Yes. So these are all side stories. Obviously, this is why I'm saying the fact that we're more consumed by side stories is to me personally, like, it's not a problem, but to me that means that there's something missing with the main characters.
Yeah.
Because another side story, which, okay, obviously from what I've gathered up till now, I think season 5 is going to be about Eloise.
Oh yeah.
Because if you look at historically for all of the seasons, the sibling who has played a little bit of a bigger role in the season, like the current season, is always the main character of the next one. And there's been a lot of focus put on Eloise so far, and we're only halfway through. And like her journey and her decisions and that kind of thing. But one thing where I was literally like, I love this for all of it. I love this for you. I love this for me. I love this for everybody involved, is when Hyacinth told her, you're involved. You're too involved in yourself. You are self-centered. Obviously not in those words, but she basically told her she was self-centered. And I literally jumped out. I was like, it's about damn time.
Yeah.
It's about
You did
time
say that.
someone told her.
Yeah.
Because this is something that got me with all of the previous. I was like, having strong opinions is one thing. Don't get me wrong. You're allowed to have opinions. You're allowed to have opinions that don't match anyone else's, that go against everyone else's. But it's like she has this tendency to tell people that they're wrong if their opinions don't match hers. But she should be right, but everyone else is wrong. That's not the way opinions work.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, with Eloise, she was my favourite in season 1. And I feel she was very free spirit. She was hilarious. How does one get oneself with child? Like, there's this whole thing about it. It was so funny. But she was very free spirit. She was very opinionated, whatever. When it got to season 3...
That's
she
kind
was
of fell off the rails.
that when it started to, she was really pushing. It feels like, for me, it felt like she was pushing other people to think like her.
Yeah.
And specifically Penn. So I think she was just mad about the fact that Penn had found a guy, and it happened to be her brother, but not Eloise's brother, so Colin. And because they were meant to be, obviously they were best friends. They are best friends. They've gone through that patch, but they were best friends. They were going to be spinsters together, and that's what really, I think, shook her world, that they were going to be. Well, that that's what I felt. So because the fact that Penn wasn't going to be doing the same as she was, then she felt the need to be angry and start being more like. Yeah, like, it's fine if you want to be a spinster. It's fine, whatever you feel, like you said, but just don't rub it in other people.
Don't force your opinions
Don't force
on
other people. Exactly.
See, this is where I see things a little bit differently with Eloise. So 2 points to make. Firstly, I feel like the way that they are shaping this character in this season is on purpose. I think there is a purpose to it, because every character has to have that arc. And I feel like they're kind of setting Eloise up for season 5 to be more impactful when she does find her person. So I feel like the way that they are, like the kind of character that she is now, is intentional.
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 2, I think that the whole thing with Penn, I think the reason why it was such a big thing, because obviously Eloise is very opinionated. She doesn't agree with certain things. She makes it known, whatever it is. But remember that these two are best friends.
Yeah.
Okay? They are each other's platonic soulmates, essentially. And Penn had obviously done what she done, and she had done it because she had her own reasons. She felt that was what was right. Whatever the situation was, she felt like she was protecting people. What she did wasn't right, but she felt like she was doing it for the right reasons.
And she was struggling.
But bear in mind, her secret was such a betrayal to Eloise.
Yeah.
I feel like that is where the biggest thing came in. Her brother was kind of like a he was collateral damage. Side dish. Well, maybe. But I think that it was more the fact that she was betrayed by her best friend, who was meant to, like, they were everything to each other.
Yeah.
And that kind of betrayal cuts a lot deeper than anything else. And so I think then off the back of that was then the fact that you've betrayed me now. You've betrayed my trust. You blew up my life. You caused issues, and you're not taking accountability for it. You're saying you're sorry, but like, why did you do this in the first place?
Yeah.
I can never trust you again. And then next thing, you show up with my brother, and I'm just supposed to be okay with it.
Yeah.
And now you're marrying my brother, who also doesn't know what's happening. So I still have to see you. You still have to be in my life, because now you're going to be part of the family, and you're going to hurt someone that I love because you haven't told them the truth. I think that was the core of the whole,
Yeah.
all the tension and the drama and whatever it is. And she's allowed to feel all of those things, but it's the way that she goes about expressing her opinion.
And I think the only reason why she actually found out about that betrayal, why that betrayal happened, was because she actually got into investigating who Lady Whistledown was.
Yeah, it's because she's a busybody and she's nosy.
If that wouldn't have, if that wouldn't have happened, and if Queen Charlotte hadn't got into, like, you know, what's the gossip? Like, tell me, like, I'm gonna get you to investigate this girl.
Yeah.
Oh, this lady. I think that it wouldn't have happened.
Well, no, obviously not.
If, she wouldn't have been so strong and looking for clues and going to the printer and all that.
Yeah, the thing is, there was obviously, it's good writing.
Yeah.
You have all of these triggers, you have all of these things that propel the story forward, you have all of these things that will create the drama. So it's good writing. Yeah, I think it's just Eloise's nature, though. She's curious, she's always asking questions, she challenges standard beliefs. It's a great quality to have.
Yeah.
But how you go about expressing that is where the whole thing comes in.
Yeah.
Because if you express that in the wrong way and you're essentially demonizing other people for their opinions, you kind of, your authenticity and self-value and your strength in your opinions, it waters it down a bit, kind of loses a bit of its value. Because then it's not because you believe so strongly that you're not willing to budge. Now it's, I believe this so strongly, everyone else just has to conform to what I think is right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I started to get a bit of a don't like this so much kind of vibe.
With the friendship still going, Lady Danbury and Queen Charlotte. Can we talk about that?
Okay, so I'm just going to make a prediction in the sense that I feel like this is obviously going to be Lady Danbury's last season.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to be in season 5. And she may make an appearance, but she's not going to be a steady character. Because obviously now the whole thing is being written in that she is now moving on. She's doing this, she's doing that. Obviously, it's another part of the story. Again, good writing. You have these side stories and stuff that are happening. But I think she's leaving I think she's leaving Bridgerton. Whether that is a personal choice or whether that's in the books, I don't know because I haven't read the books. But it may be that she doesn't want to get stuck in Bridgerton for however many seasons, because a lot of actors do that.
Well, that's what the Duke did, didn't it? Didn't he?
He didn't want to. Yeah, he didn't want to come back for the second season, because there's this whole thing that happens when an actor is in a series for too long, like a TV series for too long. From my understanding of how it works, is they get seen as, oh, that's the only character you can play. And then people will forever associate you with this thing.
Yeah, but he was only there for one season. What's he whinging about?
No, he just...
Like, Lady
Well, he's not whinging. We're talking about Lady Danbury over here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Lady
he was
Danbury,
just an honourable mention.
Well, yeah, okay.
Okay, he was an honourable mention for me. The straight one.
For all the straight girls, yes.
Not all the straight women, because taste will differ. But yes, he was nice eye candy in season 1. Right, continue.
But yeah, I feel with Lady Danbury and Charlotte, there was this scene where it broke me, where actually Queen Charlotte said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because obviously she realised that she treated Lady Danbury as a subject, as a servant. And then obviously Lady Danbury, Agatha, I feel that she was, okay, yeah, I feel this is my position then, this is my place. Fine. Servants don't play chess with you, you know. So she was just going, and then when she started to tear up, Charlotte started to tear up and say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. And it's just it's kind of like a flashback of their friendship, how they were together. Like it's I see both points. Like it's fair, it's not fair, as you said, it's not fair on Lady Danbury because she wants to move on with her life. And it could be possibly that maybe Eloise will be the next Lady Danbury.
No, we already know who the next Lady Danbury is going to be.
Oh, her little...
Alice. Is it Alice or is it something with an A?
Yeah, the lady in waiting, the new lady in waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll be the new Lady Danbury because they've got the same kind of
Yeah.
character and steadfast in their beliefs.
Yeah, to be fair, Eloise she can be asked with the hosting on the parties.
She would not survive. Okay, she would be
couldn't
beheaded in the
asked.
first 2 weeks.
No, she can be the spinster part, but the hosting on the parties,
no.
nah, she can be
She ain't
asked.
doing that.
No. So, if it's fair, if she chooses to, she wants to go back to her country and this and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the codependency I feel that Queen Charlotte has with, like, she's her she's only friend and best friend, and she's terrified that she's literally, her head is like preempting the death of George, even though, you know, it felt like George had already died years ago.
Yeah.
And she's going to be left alone, and obviously because she feels like nobody cares for her and nobody like challenges her either. So, and it was so sweet when what's his face, the Queen's
her
guy,
her butler, or her...
I can't remember his name.
This is why I'm saying, like,
the dude
anyway,
was like
the dude who's like always there,
literally been since he was young until all the way. If you've seen Queen Charlotte,
since she became a queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, please don't leave Ella alone. She needs you, and this on this. Like, oh, that's really not fair. But at the same time, I feel really, it breaks my heart for Queen Charlotte.
See, there's a couple of, to me, that scene in itself held so much weight. There was so much that actually happened in those few minutes, because you're bringing to light the fact that Lady Danbury's trying to have boundaries with someone that she cares deeply about, but she still needs to think about herself as well. And how she enforced those boundaries was actually extremely respectable, because she could have thrown a tantrum, she could have acted out, she could have whatever, but instead she said, you know what? You're right. Because obviously Queen Charlotte is, she'll say, she can say whatever she wants to because she's the queen. But then Lady Danbury was like, you know what? You're right. You can be right as much as you want to be. I'm going to then remove myself from the situation, and I'm leaving. And that, the way that she handled it, I feel like, is what made Queen Charlotte then react the way that she did, because she realized she was slowly losing someone who was such an integral part of her life.
Yeah.
And on the other side, I can also understand why Queen Charlotte feels the way that she does, because being a queen was not easy back then, because you were so secluded and you were like confined to the palace. So whoever's not at the palace,
I feel not just the palace, but George as well.
Not just with George, obviously that's a completely different discussion, in the sense that she knew, like, she fell in love with him before she knew what was happening. Then she found out what was happening, and her love was strong enough that she decided it shouldn't matter, and she was going to love him for as long as she could while he was there. And every now and then she gets glimpses of him, which is great. But imagine how taxing that is to watch the person that you love. And remember, love worked very differently back then, when they actually found proper love, because it wasn't just a thing of, oh, this is nice now, this is convenient for now, I'm promising you my life, but you know, if things get tough down the line, it's fine, we'll just go and find someone else.
Find a mistress.
That was for life. And so imagine watching the person that you have decided is going to be your future and your ride or die, your partner for life, for the rest of your life. Imagine watching who they are as a person slowly erode
deteriorate
over time. Like, that must shake you at your very core. And the only steadfast things that she has was obviously her ladies in waiting until the one left. So then she was like, right, I'm losing someone. Then it was now Lady Danbury, who was the only other constant in her life since she became a queen. Now all of a sudden she wants to leave as well. Can you imagine how that must feel, to think that your whole world as you know it is ending? Because at some point you're not going to have this king there anymore. Because at some point he is going to go, and then that's just going to be it.
Yeah.
What are you left with? Like, what are you actually left with? Are you actually going to cry? I'm sorry.
Just so
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just, it's heartbreaking.
It is, but that's what I said, that scene held so much weight, because there was so much heartbreak and feeling in that specific scene. And with the butler, who was like, he was watching because obviously he feels very deeply for Queen Charlotte because they have become so close. They're like family. So again, imagine watching a family member that you love making decisions that's driving away other people, but it's not your place to say anything. You can't tell them that they're wrong.
Yeah.
But you're watching them make these mistakes and you know it's going to break them and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Just imagine how intense that is. And so it's like he was like it all up in his feels and his heart was breaking because he's watching this train wreck happen in front of him. Like he can see this going badly and there's nothing you can do about it. Queen Charlotte is struggling with the fact that I'm losing everybody. What have I got left? I can't stop building, like I can't let people close to me now because she did go through a lot of stuff where she couldn't trust people.
Yeah.
So now she doesn't know who she can trust. And she needs someone who challenges her because she's got such a strong personality. Everyone else is boring.
Yeah.
So shallow people to her are boring because they don't have the depth that she needs. And Lady Danbury is trying to finally have a life of her own for the very first time ever.
Yeah.
As in make her own decisions, because she went from being married to a man who was however many years her senior and just being there to run a household and went straight into being the Queen's lady in waiting. She's never actually had anything for herself.
About that.
See
about
what I'm
the
saying?
lady. Yeah.
So she never actually had anything for herself.
Yeah.
And she finally wants something for herself. But now she's being told by her best friend who should want the very best for her, but you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
Like, there was just so much going on.
There was a lot going
in
on
that scene.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That scene was one of the heart-pulling, like, heartstring pulling.
I feel like this got way too dark, way too quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to something a little bit lighter, talking about, like, previous seasons and this season. Firstly, we always know we're never disappointed by Queen Charlotte's wigs. Okay?
Never.
A fashion statement and a half. It's great.
Girl, get it.
Honestly.
With
you remember the last season with the swans and the moving swans in her headpiece?
And then she's had another one with, like, I don't know what it was, but it was like a whole, it was kind of like a nest, but vertically.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, was that? No, but that didn't have the swan.
That was in season 3.
Season
3, so it was like a kind of like an oval with a cat out in the middle.
Yeah, and the swan in the middle.
The swan in the middle on like a moving thing. And I'm like, you've got a motor, like a motor-powered like turntable on your head.
Yeah.
In your hair.
Dude, if she's 5'5" and then say for example and then her wigs make her 6'5",
yeah, I think that's why the doorways were so high in those days, was specifically just to let people's hair through. Yeah. But also
iconic.
The dresses, so this is something that I noticed actually after season 1. Because season 1, the dresses were like very boxy and not very form-fitting. And then all of a sudden, season 2, they had very form-fitting dresses that were actually extremely fashionable. So that was something that I'm glad that they did change, because it changes like the whole allure of the characters.
Yeah. Which
is really nice. Something I've always loved, though, about Bridgerton is the dancing. Oh my God. I can sit there and rewind and watch these scenes for hours. It is mesmerizing to watch big group of couples doing all of the stuff in sync.
Yeah. And
the masquerade ball.
Oh, the masquerade ball.
That was on another level. Like, they were doing also, I don't know. I don't even have words for it, okay? I love that. I love that so much.
I love the decoration, all the flowers.
Yes. Oh, I love the whole blue theme for the masquerade.
The food in little balls all in towers. Oh, it looks so.
Yeah, all the towers of balls.
Of like, I don't know if they were like chocolate or candy.
I don't know if they were normally like truffles in those days, I think.
And they had macaroons and all pink and purple and blue.
See, this is where I would sit with the biggest dilemma of all. Do I eat it?
Or
because I want to eat it.
It's so pretty.
But it looks so pretty, exactly. do I eat this? Or do I just be mad and look at it all night? Like, I'm mad because I can't eat it.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally they have a standard.
What I love is the music.
Yes!
The music.
Yes! Oh my gosh, I've got so many of those songs on my playlist. And you
The instrumental, the
oh.
covers of the songs.
Oh.
I nearly bawled my eyes out with. You know when Sophie was already working at the Bridgerton house,
Right.
and the girls, there was this moment where the lady that they thought it was the silver
Yes,
lady,
yes.
she was already in the room
Yes.
with Benedict
Yes.
and Violet, and Sophie was watching through the door.
Yes.
The song that came on was Enchanted by Taylor Swift. Oh, I was nearly in tears. I was like,
Dude, the music is something else. Like
I was enchanted to meet you. Oh, the feels, just the feels.
Yeah, it's literally like when you start listening to that music, like instrumental isn't always good. I'm just gonna put that out there, right? Sometimes instrumental is it feels like there's chords missing, or there's an instrument missing. And so not always, because I really like instrumental music.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you some quiet, and you can actually just sit and just relax and just be for a minute. But the way that they do the covers
it in Bridgerton, yes,
is something else.
They must have a big team of choosing all these songs and then make them instrumental and see which one works and which one doesn't, because they're so meticulous with that. It's on fucking point.
Yes. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Music can make or break a scene.
Yes.
Music changes everything. Yeah. Music is where you get the feeling of the scene for.
Yeah.
It's to me, in my opinion, it's one of the most important things in a series, in movies, because it makes you feel things you wouldn't necessarily have felt if it was a different song.
That's true.
So to me, music is everything. And they do it really well.
Mwah. Chef's kiss.
Really well. Yes. Chef's kiss, honestly. Right, so the name of the game this week is Would You Rather? Bridgerton Edition. Full on Bridgerton Edition.
Full on.
Because we're keeping with the theme. We're staying with the theme. So would you rather attend every ball of the season or never be invited to any balls?
100% attend.
Yeah.
100%
every
attend.
Ball.
Every ball.
Every ball.
I don't care. I'll sit in the corner like Penn did for 3 seasons. Or just dance randomly, or just follow Violet all over the place.
I guaranteed you'd be following Violet. I would rather have sore feet from going to every ball than never go to... I want to go to a ball.
Yeah.
I don't want to never go to a ball ever. Like, dude.
Because we never had balls, so I want to go to a ball.
We need to have a ball.
We need to have a ball.
I feel like at some point we just need to have we don't have the space for it, really.
But maybe for a special birthday. Like not a
we could have a joint birthday, because technically our birthdays are like a week out, like a week apart. We could have a joint birthday.
Yes.
Bridgerton theme.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes, I'm up for it.
Yes.
Take all my money.
Yes. We'll have to have someone videoing though, because we have to invite whoever watches.
Yes.
But yes, Bridgerton themed birthday ball.
And maybe we can invite some of the cast. Why not?
Sure. I imagine that they will accept.
They've been to so many balls, so yeah.
Yeah, like with famous people.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're not famous people.
So?
Yeah, we'll invite them.
They're still humans. They can be friends with other people that are not actors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 100% attendance.
Every ball.
Every ball.
Would you rather be the season's diamond or stay completely unnoticed? This is an easy one. No.
I was trying to figure out how to spell unnoticed.
I think it's double N.
Oh, was it?
Unnoticed.
There you go.
It's yeah, I think it's unnoticed.
Oh, I made it so.
Right, if you guys want to go make a cup of tea and come back to us.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unnoticed.
Unnoticed.
I hate being the center of attention. And just imagine that pressure.
Yeah.
Imagine the pressure of being the diamond and the queen is watching your every move. You can't just be you.
Not just that. Everyone coming to talk to you, like all the men and all the
Boys.
like,
Do you want to say boys?
all the because
All the boys.
all the boys and then
All the boys
all the
and
guys
the girls and people
no,
making
no.
noise. No, so the girls and the boys and people making noise.
Do you know what? We always think of a different song.
I know. This happens. Well, it's like there'll be a tune playing,
mix.
and I think something, and you think something. It's two completely different things, right? They probably have the same tune, the same
I was thinking
count.
Little
I don't.
Mix. I was like, all the boys are in my door.
Oh, I was thinking of the one from Accepted.
All the
girls,
Accepted.
and the boys. Yeah, the movie Accepted.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the girls and the boys and people making noise. Yeah. Anyway, yes, we will go completely unnoticed.
They sing that in Yours, Mine, and Ours as well.
Yours, Mines?
Yours, Mine, and Ours. The movie, but then
I was like,
never mind.
draw your own conclusion from this empty board about what the
Don't
answer
you
is.
see it?
Yes.
It's abstract. It's
If you can't
Picasso.
see our answers, you probably need glasses. Go and see an optician.
It's right there.
Would you rather overhear every secret or have everybody know all of your secrets?
Nuh-uh.
Again, this is an easy one. I don't know if my writing is actually
I don't know if
eligible
mine makes
enough
sense.
for... Anyway. What's it? Know every... Yeah, I was like, I'll overhear every secret. That's fine. I'm good at keeping secrets, but not everyone else isn't always necessarily. So I would rather not have a whole bunch of people know my secrets.
Yeah, I'd be walking around and like hearing like over being a pen at the masquerade ball, like, ooh, that's gossip. Ooh, that's tea.
Thing is also, my second thought is now I'm trying to think like, how many secrets do I actually have, like realistically? So I don't.
Cricket noise.
Literally, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'd rather just overhear other people's. Anyway, we say this multiple times on this channel, right? The drama is great when it's not yours.
Yeah.
Other people's secrets is drama.
Yeah.
So I would want to be knowing all of the secrets.
Everyone's secrets. Yeah.
I like knowledge, even if I never do
That's
anything with
knowledge.
it. Oh, 100% that's knowledge. Okay, knowledge is
Not
power.
gossip. Yeah.
Knowledge is
gossip,
power.
knowledge.
So yes,
Okay.
I would 100% want to know, even if I never actually do anything with it.
That's true.
It's nice. I'd rather need it and have it. No, I'd rather not need it and have it than need it and not have it.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you rather be scandal free but bored, or would you rather be scandalous and memorable?
Oh.
Again, this is an easy one. I don't know what that was. That wasn't.
Obviously, you want to be scandal and be remembered or memorable. I don't know.
TikTok, make a decision. The viewers are waiting. Not now exactly, but they will be.
So was it the first one, not scandal and
scandal free
and
bored, or be scandalous and memorable?
Okay, so oh, shocker!
I would rather be scandal free. That's just too much drama. I don't care how memorable I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
like I'm happy. Scandal, like to me, being remembered for being scandalous it's not a flex. Okay, it is not a flex. Being remembered for being authentic, sure, like for being yourself and for not being like full of drama and whatever. That to me is worth it. But being memorable for being scandalous, not a flex. So no, I would rather be bored
Yeah.
and not have the drama.
Yeah. I mean, with the type of person I am, I'm an introvert. Like, I can be maybe sometimes out there, but I'm really an introvert. So I don't like confrontation. I don't like drama. I don't like the spotlight being on me. So it's like, is it really worth it to be memorable? Like, it's got to be something really, like, good.
Yeah.
But then, other than that, this is just who I am, like, scandal free. I'd rather be scandal free and bored.
That's why I chose this as well, because like what you said about you don't like being in the spotlight and stuff. You remember
So
what
you
happened to me
don't,
when I
yeah.
had to go up to stage to fetch my prize at the country night
Oh,
country.
yeah.
I
The air fryer, when you won the air fryer.
Dude, I could not handle. I was literally like, I came back and I was shaking. I can't handle it.
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
don't like the attention. You don't, yeah.
I don't know. So I don't like when everybody is watching you
Yeah.
because it's very expective.
Yeah, it's very vulnerable as well.
Vulnerable is one thing. Don't mind being vulnerable with people that I trust, but I
Yeah.
don't know 90% of the people sat in that room.
That's the
So
that's
it's
the
like,
thing.
who says that you've earned me being vulnerable? It's not. But no, it's more just when you're like the center of attention, and there's almost like there's an expectation behind it. So everyone is looking at you, expecting you to act a certain way, or waiting for you to act a certain way. And that is a lot of unnecessary pressure.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're just in a group of friends and you start saying something funny and everyone starts listening, that's something completely different.
Yeah, but with
right?
strangers and other people.
Not even just strangers. Like when I had to go up and do presentation for a thing at work, and it was literally like a whole room of colleagues sat looking. My mind goes blank.
Yeah.
I can't. So no, I will just be scandal free. I will be bored,
Yeah.
and I'll don't know. I'll just figure something out. But
Yeah, I mean, I
yeah.
remember one time I had to do one speech and I just like made a fool of myself. So I was like, nah, I ain't doing this again.
My problem
I'm
is
not a speech person.
my problem is that I don't make a fool of myself. You won't necessarily see that I'm stressed, but inside,
You're screaming.
inside, all the yeah, because my biggest thing as well is that sometimes it be a circus up there, okay? And I'm pretty sure half of these monkeys ain't even mine. So when I'm put on the spot and now all of a sudden I have to try and think of things to say, sometimes some weird stuff comes out.
Yeah.
Okay? So
you can't help it.
no, I don't want to be put on the spot like that. I'll just sit in the corner and mind my business. Would you rather wear the best outfits or have the best storyline?
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult for you. This is going to be very difficult for you.
I do love...
You do love your outfits.
Okay.
Yeah. I want a life worth living.
Yeah.
I want to have lived a life that was worth being lived. That's like my storyline should be something that is proper.
Yeah.
I
do love my outfits. I really do. However, I'd rather have a nice storyline, a nice love story, a nice memorable moments.
Yeah.
But because I know someone will fall in love with me, doesn't matter if I'm wearing like a duck costume or something. So
Exactly.
You know.
You can have memorable moments in a potato sack.
Exactly.
Okay? You don't have to have the best outfits. The best outfits make you look better, but they don't change who you are.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going storyline.
100%. Yeah.
Would you rather know how the season ends, how the story ends, so no surprises, you just know exactly how it ends?
Yeah.
Or would you rather experience every twist blind? Technically, you wouldn't even see it. Oops, that's supposed to be a D. Tiff is writing an essay again. Actually, damn.
Yeah. Because if you already know what happens, you're like, well, okay. I'd rather experience it like without knowing. Like,
Technically, you
in the
wouldn't
moment.
experience it though because you'd be blind.
So was that literal then, not metaphorically?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, here's the thing. Remember how we were talking about how romance movies are predictable?
Yeah.
Technically, we already know how it ends.
Yeah,
Technically.
but you don't
There's
know how.
But that's where the twists come in. I want the twist. I want to be surprised by the journey.
Yeah,
Even if
but-
I know how it ends,
Yeah.
I want to be surprised
Yeah, but
by the
what
twist.
if you're not? So you know what happens. It's kind of like
Well, I
knowing...
can tell you one
it's
thing.
kinda
You
like-
ain't going to be experiencing the twist like this.
Well...
No, you can't change your answer now.
I'm not changing. I'm just running the plan.
Loophole.
Exactly. Loophole.
The word is blind.
Just live. There you go.
Live? Oh,
Not blind,
okay.
live. Experience
Right,
it
so
live.
Tiff is reinventing our game. Yeah, I'm happy to know how it ends, but I want the twists. I want to be surprised
Yeah.
because you know how it ends, but you don't know how they get there.
Yeah.
That's what makes a good story.
Mm.
Like I said, romance movies, you always know how it ends. You know for a fact these two people that hate each other in the beginning are going to end up together. That's just the way it is, because otherwise, what's the point of the movie?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I already knew, obviously, what was coming. Like, how it would end.
Or who was
how
coming.
Who was coming. Whose garden was blooming.
Moving on.
Moving on. I feel like, obviously, we already knew that the two main characters, it was predictable for them to end up together.
Mhm.
However, that experience, what I went through watching those episodes live, was that's priceless. So I'd rather have that than
Okay.
knowing
Fair enough.
knowing exactly what happens and how it happens, and
But you won't. You'll only know how it ends. This is my
Mm.
point. You'll only know how it ends. You won't
Yeah,
know
well,
about everything
yeah.
in between. But yeah.
Anyway.
So that's a wrap. That was our extremely short Bridgerton episode.
Yes.
We went on a couple of little rants, so it did.
Yeah, we would have kept going, to be honest.
Yeah, I could have sat here for 2 hours talking about this stuff.
Yes.
But we are mindful that you do have your own lives.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to take up too much of your time.
Mhm.
But thank you for joining for this episode. It was a fun game, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was quite a few not conspiracy theories, but theories and stuff that
Yeah.
came out as well.
Let us know in the comments if you watched it already and what did you think? Who was your favorite and
Mhm.
what twist that you like the better?
Mhm.
And just let us know in the comments
Yeah.
down below.
Let us know any theories that you have, any interesting theories or plot twists you think are going to come up. If you have read the books, please don't tell us what happens. That would not be great.
Can you message me and tell me Francesca is gay?
Yeah, Tiff's handle is somewhere. You'll be able to find it somehow. So just let Tiff know. Don't tell me. I want to be surprised. Also, let us know how you think this season compares to previous seasons. Do you think it's better? Do you think it is like the intensity is higher, lower? Is it mid? Is it meh? Hopefully it's not meh. But anyway,
Meh.
Bridgerton should never be referred to as meh.
Never ever.
No. Let us know down in the comments. Yeah, we will be back for, when part 2 releases because
Mhm.
obviously.
100%. We can't wait.
No.
20 what day is it today?
We got 4 weeks.
No, less than 4 weeks.
Well, okay.
24 days, 25 days.
We're getting
something like that.
technical here. But yeah.
I'm counting down every day, every minute.
I put this on my story when was it? Just before the new season release. I was like, this is why we don't gym on Thursdays.
Oh, yes.
We were like, we're not going to get into a routine of gymming on Thursdays and have to change a day for when Bridgerton releases.
And there's a reason why we do that.
Yeah, we are here for the new seasons.
Yeah, the universe was preempting for us to gym on the days that Bridgerton is not on. And yes, the universe wanted us to enjoy it.
Sure.
Don't forget to follow us on social media.
Yes, remember every Thursday, midday UK time is our main episodes. Tuesdays, just before midday UK time, is our game segment. And we'll see you on the next one. Are you going to need that? Or can I go to the next?
Why are we already choosing sides? Why are we already? I've got one line.
One line. She has one job. One.
Why are we already choosing sides? And why are we already choosing sides?
Okay. Right. Well, we're gonna try it.
Let's do this.